become rare in time.
It'll tell you how in 2014 Ballina commemorated 1798. Yeah, that's all this. The documents in this. There's a lot to see happen for the library.
Yeah.
The document is probably there. So I wasn't sure if you were filming or audio. It's very visual.
Yeah, we like this all. I know, it's beautiful.
Absolutely, yeah. It was the bank building, and
Yeah.
these rooms up here were bedrooms and living quarters for the bank manager.
Oh, so
When you were manager in those days.
it's a different world.
When was it built? Do you know?
I'd have to find out 80 something. 18, I'd have to find out exactly when for you.
Fine, solid construction, that's for sure.
Respected by managers.
Yes.
There's a huge collection of these posters. So if he wants to film them.
Whereas that's down on this side of it, right?
No, wherever you like, yeah.
He has a huge collection of posters from the 50s, 60s and 70s, everything from, this is the unveiling of an IRA memorial in Roscommon in 1963, another memorial in Leeds Cemetery, a Sinn Féin Katie will be held Tuesday night after Christmas, 29th of December 64, and those posters wouldn't have been worth anything, of course, at the time, but Jackie got them and he kept them in very good condition, as you can see. That's Ballina Sports event, 25th of August. The year is not even on that because there was no reason to put the year on it when you're telling people. I think it was something in the 60s. This is from 1960, commemorating the United Irishmen. They're very political, as you can see some of these.
Yeah, they're very direct, but then that also chimes with the posters we saw from 1798.
It does indeed,
There's a direct, really trying to capture people's attention.
Yeah, we have both here with some of the cartoons here going back a lot further, and then these are the modern posters. Here's just a poster announcing an election, which we see everywhere, and yeah, there's so much history of it. 10 candles, 10 where to vote and when to vote. That's commemoration for Easter Sunday, and Kilmina.
That's Kilmina, yeah.
Again, I don't see the year on it, and I just don't know. I don't see it on it, I'm sure we have it somewhere. The North calls for a public meeting. The North calls for help. Public meeting at Cross Ballina. I presume that was from 1969 on when the Troubles started in the North. A lot of people wouldn't have approved of that poster at the time, I'm sure. Tree should never be a peace. A United Irishman commemoration of Brazil. It's one of Cosgrave's wedding. A lot of Easter commemorations, and you can see there's one anti-EEC.
Yeah,
So
interesting.
that's 1962. We did Ireland for another 10 years at least. Buy Irish in Irish shops. Very simple. That's all that's on it. I don't know who put it out, but
Still going on.
it's something it's something that should be there, yeah. Who owns Sligo Public Meeting? Issued by the National Waters Restoration League. So that's
Still going on.
Still going on very much. Started 19th of April. Smashing tournament. That's a very political and a very dramatic one from the early 1970s.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the modern posters. There's Michael Gough, Hunger Strike 1974, local man.
Was Jackie Clarke a Republican?
Very much, yeah. But in the broad sense. So I said you got from the older cartoons from the 1800s up to internment 1974. You've Irish political history.
Yeah, because even a lot of those Republican posters might have been held onto in the 6 counties.
Yeah.
But in the South, nobody really would.
Nobody would have at all. I'm amazed. There was a place in Belfast, the Linen Hall Library, which collected all this sort of stuff. But there's no equivalent in the South except the Jackie Clarke Library. There might be some more to do here. Some work. This is newspapers, or this is daily newspapers, which are not really defined as ephemera. You know.
And are these in scrapbooks?
These are the scrapbooks now. We said started when he was 13. In fact, this one is Mayo Kerry for the final, which was what year? 1951. Unfortunately, it was Mayo. And hasn't been since. And of course he collected film as well. This is some of his film here. Yeah, he did. He would have photographed, and he would have filmed St. Patrick's Day parades, marches, some of the commemorations that are advertised there. These are completely unique. Nobody else has them. The National Library has a copy of them. And the quality is reasonably good. I don't know if this one we're looking at, it looks like New York, although I could be wrong. I think we have audio commentary with some of them, which isn't there.
There are other people's videos, yeah?
No, he collected them himself.
Did he take them?
Yeah, he did. He was one of the earliest people to have a video camera.
They're good quality, aren't they?
Quite good quality, yeah. What's this one? St. Patrick's Day, Swinford, 1952. That's quite good quality.
Okay.
And there's people in costume there.
Yeah, very much more so than more so than nowadays, almost, isn't there?
Yeah.
And a huge crowd.
Well, that's very much akin to what you've been doing, Ollie.
That's,
Filming parades and what's happening around the place.
yeah, it is very steady, isn't it?
And that's over 60 years ago now, the film we're looking at.
And what papers here did he feature? Everything, is it?
What is this one? That's the Sunday Independent. That's the Sunday Independent.
The Irish Independent.
Irish Independent, yeah.
The Irish Press over here, I see the Standard.
That's all that was around at the time, wasn't it?
Probably was, yeah, on a Sunday.
Well, many, yeah. There was
had the
Press and Independent, that was it, yeah. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael.
Yeah.
Blue shirts.
Here's one Ballina tragedy, well-known young hairdresser, the victim, a former boxing champion. The body of Lawrence O'Brien, hairdresser, who had been missing from his home since the previous night, had been discovered dead in premises adjoining the back of his home, where he lived with his father. So that's from 1943. Anything got to do with Ballina and Mayo?
Yeah.
Jackie Clarke.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his paper. Yeah, and you can an advert thing through here.
Yeah.
This is the newspaper room and such.
It's an amazing display. It's very intelligent. And
It is, there's a lot of work into it, yeah. There's actually just facsimile pages there as well. Kids can handle because you don't want them
yes, down to the original.
the originals, yeah. And they can go on there to check their ancestors and send a postcard and see their name in it. You can send a postcard to James Conley or whatever too.
Oh, very good.
You write a message and email it off.
Yeah.
And we did a coffee shop downstairs as well. The bookshop, which we have to develop more.
Is the coffee shop open now?
It may well be, yeah. If you're into it, it may well be.
How many museums have you in Mayo now?
I think it depends how you find a museum. I'm feeling there's 12 to 15 if you talk about places like the Folk Museum at Knock, the Davin Museum, what other ones are
Tom Hennigan Farm.
Sorry, or even say the Heritage Centre in Westport.
Yeah.
There's about 12 or 15 in the museums of Mayo network. But really the National Museum and this would be the main museums in Mayo. National Museum of Country Life and Tour.
Are they well supported? Are they well visited?
They are very well visited, yeah. There was some talk there a few months ago, you might hear it, about the one in Torre Closey, or about bringing in charges, but the public were very much against it, which was great to hear.
Oh, they're fantastic, yeah. Oh, they're.
And you wouldn't make very much in charge again if you went to discourage school tours or whatever. I mean, we charge for everything in Ireland, let's keep our museums free. That's one thing the English always do very well, obviously. Museums are free.
Yes.
You might charge you for a special exhibition, but the museum itself, an entry is free. Because it is the people's history.
Well, then can I ask you, in your capacity as county librarian, what would your advice be to somebody like Ollie that's building up a digital collection or is filming their elderly relatives and that? What is the best approach to preserving it over time?
To be honest, I'm not so sure. You would have to have someone who would have the technical knowledge. I presume everything is digital, and there's a huge amount of talk about preserving the digital archive and how it's going to be done, and that it can be put in a format that can then be changed when how we read digital changes. I honestly don't know.
But do you face this problem yourself with your own collection in Castlebar?
We do to some extent, but fortunately or not unfortunately, we haven't got a huge digital collection. We have some video and audio cassettes which are easy enough to transfer onto a computer, but where this will go in the future, God only knows. Ireland's archive will be digital in 20 years' time. So I'm not the best person to answer that.
That's fine. Thanks a million, Austin.
Okay, we come on to that.